Am I muted or am I not? Can you hear me? I think I'm good. I've got something propped up in front of there so my phone doesn't slide down. Good morning. Happy Saturday, y'all. Always remember you are amazing. This is my cup, Christina at Dyson's Crazy Adventure made for me. Tell you what, this is my first sip of coffee. I slept in today till 10, my 10 Central. So it's 11:37 for me right now because I'm on Central Time. I slept till 10 on purpose. That's when I set my alarm. And boy, there's some ones. Thank you. Thank you for those. Let me see if I can push a button on my phone without knocking it down. Okay. Good luck with that, right? Anyway, I've had a good day so far today. I haven't done much of anything yet today, but it's been a good day. Let's get over here and say hello to some people because I see people in my chat. I've got my chat over here, so I'm going to be looking sideways. Let's see. Sandra at Hawkins Family Adventures. Good morning, Riza. Good morning. There's Christina, the Dyson's Crazy Adventure. Good morning. Lily T. Good morning. Gonna take Pippi for a quick walk. Alrighty. See here. Everybody saying good mornings. And there's my ones. And there's Lewis Acre Farm. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. And Sandra at Hawkins Family Adventures. I've got to go to my parents' house and do some cleaning. Thank you for being here and saying hello. I appreciate it. Let's see. All right. I think that catches me up right there. And I make sure I am on live chat and not that silly top chat business. All right. I guess top chat may not be silly business. I don't know. I don't really understand. I'd rather see everything. And even still, I missed some comments. I missed some people last night at our Friday night music live that came. Well, I won't say they came in, but they said hello toward the end, and I missed several people. So spending time with my parents before they leave for 6 months. We had fresh tacos. The fish was fresh from Alaska. Oh my gosh, that sounds wonderful. That sounds wonderful. Hey, and I, for one, I'm very well aware, people can't be everywhere at once. And yeah, don't ever fret. Don't ever fret. Mm. Oh my goodness, this coffee is good. So I decided, what am I going to do this morning for craft hour? Well, guess what? I'm going to make myself another hat because I don't have a red and white hat. You never know. I don't have a red and white hat. And where, I guess I'm not done with it. I'm making my first granny square hat. And I've got to see, I made it one size and thought, oh, that's going to be too big. So I ripped a row out of each granny square, and now it's too little. So I got to put that granny square back, that row around back in. But it's going to be okay. But for now, I'm just going to start from scratch and make a hat like I make, like I usually make, that pattern that I really, really like, which is this one. I have to reach. Now this still has strings in it. I haven't. So it's one of these. One of these. So it's going to be red and white. So if I do two, I'll do 2 rows of each color. So 2, 2, 2, 2. That'll be good. Measure that out with my mental abilities, which were none. I had to look at it, right? You actually count the rows. But so I picked this color out of my stash. I have a little bit of a stash left, not much, but a little bit. Now, this is this end. I don't know why it's all pulled out like this. This is kind of weird. But because did I wind it around? What in the world has happened here? Oh yes, I wound it around. Why? Where's this? I thought I was ready to go. Now what the heck is going on with these yarns? This is totally an Ava made mess here that I'm looking at. So what is this? Okay, then if that's that, then what is this? Oh boy. What? I'm just going to wrap this around here and try to figure out what is going on. Oh. What? Okay. All right. Just wrap that back around there. Why can't things just be easy? I don't know. Don't know. No, what's going on here? So this is connected to this somehow. But I don't really know. That. Okay, then unwind what I just wound up and put it over this direction. Maybe it won't be red and white. I don't know what's going on over here. Okay, so I'm just gonna okay, so where's the end of this? Now I've lost my end. There it is. You just lean over the table. Let's figure this out. Okay, I kind of think I see what's going on here. Kind of. We'll just unwind everything that's around on here. Uh-oh. I'm froze over there, but I'm not froze over here. Okay, so I am here. Okay, then we will open this drawer and set this in it. And we'll just put all that down there where I can pull from it easily. Can y'all still see me? Because over here on this screen I'm frozen, but over here it looks like you can see me. So I'll just turn this one here. I don't know. Okay, so the hat is on. I found the end. We're looking okay. So here's my red. Hopefully it's not in that kind of shape. Here's this end back here. It needs to go around here. And then here's my end for that one. Okie dokie. Now I got this little mess of something on the end. I think it was the beginning of a granny square. It's all in a big knot. But there we go. You know, when you pull yarn from your stash, you never know what's gonna happen. Okay, well, I'm gonna start with the red. We're making a hat. We're gonna make a hat. Hats are my thing. I like to have hats that match my outfits. All right, so let's just get this a going. Let's see if I can push this down a little further. So y'all, this is crazy because the device I'm live from, it looks like I am frozen, but it's still going over here. So that's what I'll go with. So I'll just keep a look over here. Let's see. Okay, we're back to talking about the fresh fish from Alaska. They were so yummy. I got to see home with set home. I got sent home with 3 types of frozen Alaskan fish. Nice. Oh, that is nice. There's Gia. Hello. Thanks for being here. I'm scrolling. Gia, I'm gonna be making a hat. Thank you, Gia. Says I love your artwork videos and music videos too. Thank you so much. Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that one as long as this one's working. If I'll just say this, if at any time I freeze up, put 222, okay, and that'll let me know. So 1 means you're good, 22 means something's wrong. Okay, let's get started on this little hat, but I'm gonna have to have a couple more sips of coffee first. I think that's what I think. Okay. Lewis Acre Farm says, when I was able to crochet, I always rolled my yarn to prevent just the messes like that. I know, right? I don't know why it all got pulled out, but it's been in that tote for a couple of years. I will say that. All right, so I'm going to chain 6. Hat, here we come. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and join. Now, if you hear snoring, that's because my little dog Buddy is in my chair behind me. For craft hour, I usually put him in his crate, but today I'm like, well, he's being good. All right, 15 double crochets. 1. This is the only parts I have to count. 2. 3. I need to turn this way since that's where my camera is. 4. 5. After this, I'll talk. I gotta count. Let's see. Let's push some of these around so I have some more room. Let's push them up a little. Okay. That over here. It's always hardest at the beginning when there's so tiny and you have to hang on to it while you're working. After that, it gets much easier. Now I've lost my count because I was talking. That's all right. I'll count here in a minute. I forgot to count my first chain 3 as a double crochet, so let's see what we got. We got more room there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 2 more stitches. All right, there we go. Okay, got the counting part done. Now if I can get it joined in the right place. Break that one out by itself. We're kind of crowded in there. We'll go right there. Alrighty, there's the top of our hat. There's the top of our hat right there. I had to remember where to look. There's the top of that hat. And that's 1 row of red. So I got to do 1 more row of red around. And I better, oh, that's not actually a pencil. That's my stylus. It looks like a pencil, but I kept losing my little stylus right here. It's only like that long. So I taped it to a pencil. So that pencil's not really going to write. So let's get one that's going to write so I can keep track of where I am. So we did that. Now we're going to do this one. Okay. One more row of red. 2 chain 3. And what am I doing? I'm doing 2 double crochets in each one. Okay. Here we go. And now I'm on cruise control and I can talk while I'm working. I'm so excited to be able to crochet again and that my vision is healing. And I'm just having faith that it's going to heal even more during this year. And I'll be able to do cross stitch and embroidery and counted cross stitch and quilting again soon. So I'm going to, I haven't decided which way I'm going to go. I was thinking a lighted magnifier lamp that I could maybe do some of that finer work now if I had the magnifier to work with. Um, Someone recommended getting the one that you wear up here and it flips down like the jewelers use. It flips down, and they said the advantage to that is you can look at where you're working like this instead of having to keep your piece centered under that lamp. So what's probably going to make that decision for me right now is going to be the price and of the item, and I'll get the one I can afford to get right now, and I can always move up to something better later. That's my thinking. But I don't know if that will make me seasick. For lack of a better description, will it make me seasick? Because what I'm battling right now is if I'm doing something my eyes aren't prepared yet, haven't healed enough yet to do, I get a migraine, just boom. And so I don't want that to happen. So it'll just be an experiment and we'll see what we can do. I have a project I need to make for someone with the thread and really, really, really teeny tiny crochet hook. Um, I got the pattern found. I looked for days in the vintage patterns and finally found it. And I made one, but theirs measures 3 by 5. Mine measures 5 by 9. So to make it any smaller than that, I'm going to have a magnifier of some kind. And it'll probably be a lamp because I believe they're less expensive, and that's what I'm going to have to do right now. But hey, as long as it works, that is what matters. You know what? Started off, I got to rip that out because I only did one in the first 2. I have to do 2 in every single one. Sometimes the yarn is hard to see, but I see it clearly now. All right, so let's stick our hook in there. In my motto is if I have to rip it out and do it over twice, then that's okay. 3 times is still okay. 4 times is still okay. I'm not going to get frustrated until I have a 5th to rip out. Because, I'm battling my vision. So that's my new rule for myself. Just keep celebrating. Just keep celebrating. There, that looks better. Okay. Couldn't see that before. So I got around there. Now let me double check. Yes. Okay. We're looking good now. Okay. Let's see. I guess this way we know that you know how to count, right? Sometimes I wonder when I'm doing crafting projects, right? Val's in a van someday. Good morning from PNW. What's your red hat project? I am okay. So if you're newer to my channel, here's what you need to know about me. I'm a hat girl. I am a hat girl, and I love to have a hat to match all my outfits. So here's a blue one that'll fold up. I like to make them the fold up hats. Now, don't pay any attention to this on the other side. I got to take it off and relocate it. It's a flower, it's up too high. But these, I love to make these hats. And I make scarves and I make ponchos to match. But I love having a hat to match my outfits. So I have many hats. I'm going to have many more. So this is one here. It still has some tails to work in. And I'm making a red and white one today because I don't have a red and white one. And eventually I'll be working on my granny square pants and they're red and white. And I might wear this hat with that. I don't know. All I know is I don't have a red and white hat. And I need one. Oh, let's see. Let's see here. There's desert adventures in Arizona. Can a guy learn how to knit? Well, of course they can. Of course they can. I bet Oki can teach you how to do what she does if you don't know already. Let's see. Yeah, see, Lewis Acre Farm says absolutely. Some great football players have knit and crocheted. I'm doing crochet. I don't know how, well, I do know how to knit, but I mostly do crochet. If I have to knit something, I'm like a very beginner level. Christina says, yes, you can. Oh, Lewis Acre Farm says, I loved working with thread. See, and I did too. And, but it's been 2 years and some months ago, I fell and hit my head on the fireplace and sustained a concussion with a brain injury. And so my vision, I'm very grateful that I'm healing. It's been a long road of healing, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful. And I've only been able to crochet again just for not long at all. We're talking months. So I have missed it because it's one of the things that really relaxes me. And I have really missed it. Really missed it. Let's see here. Yeah, see, I knew that from a couple of lives ago that Oki knits and crochets. I'll leave it to her, I think, and I'll work with the wood and the cars. There you go. Oh, my chat jumps. There we go. There's Nightbot reminding everyone that you are amazing. There's Fangirl Cheryl. Hello. Thanks for being here. Everybody's saying hellos. Red, white, and blue. Let's see here. Boy, my chat really jumps when I try to scroll through my chat today. Oh, now I'm not froze up over here again. I'm moving in both places now. I don't know when that changed. There's Free Henley Made Crochet. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, Lewis Acre Farm says, I heard that story on your interview with Patrick. Yeah, it's been a long road of healing. I'm very grateful to be able to do what I can do. Oki is watching too and asked if you do cross stitch. I do. I can't. My vision is not letting me do that finer thread and needle stuff yet, but I'm getting ready to buy a magnifier lamp and see if that will just give me the boost I need without getting a migraine. We'll see. we'll hope, because I really want to get that project done for a friend of ours. And I showed her the piece that I made, and he said that just to verify with her, that is the same pattern. So it's her mom had made some cross bookmarks. Do you remember when those were really popular? And her mom has since passed away, and she has the one that she made for her, and then she has another one that was in the process of being made. So she has one that is not completed. So my goal is to complete that one for her, and then make her some I don't know how many she wants me to make, but make some more of them for her. All right, so there's my round two. So now I'm changing color to white. So there's what it looks like now. Does it look like a hat yet? It is. It's a hat. It's a hat. It's a hat. I'm so excited. I don't have a red and white one. Oh, but first, I'm gonna have some coffee. I'm gonna look at this chat, so I'm gonna be looking over here for a minute. Let's see. Okay, everybody's saying hi. The hat lady. Woohoo! Christina's Dyson's Crazy Adventures says, I love to cross stitch. I need to do it again soon. I really enjoy also doing counted cross stitch. Oh, and I'll have to show you my favorite one I made. I can't today. I'll have to load it into StreamYard, but Thousand of Ann says I mostly knit, but I'm learning mode with crochet. Awesome. You know, I crochet, and my sister-in-law knits, and she focuses on knitting, and that girl can make anything through knitting. I can make, well, before my head injury, I will say I could do just about anything with crochet. I'm working my way back into it now. And I'm going to learn to make the plushies and the Marigumi, or however you say that, the little animals and dolls. Don't even ask me to say it again. So I'm not going to, because I know I'm saying it wrong. I'm sorry you're not able to do your projects. Steve at Desert Adventure says my grandma was really into cross stitch. We have pillowcases she made for us 30 years ago. Yeah. Fangirl Cheryl says, glad you're able to get back to the needles and wool. Miss Glow's Crochet Creations, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Have Cheetah Will View. Were your ears burning? Greetings. Listening while working. Thank you so much. Well, I'm here having coffee and making a hat. So here's my hat so far. It's time to change color. So where's the end? Okay, here I'm like, oh my goodness, don't make me have to find the end of that white thread again. I don't have to. Oh, sorry, Norton. My allergies are just now starting to get me from being at the meetup, because I have allergies, and y'all, I was outside 24/7 for 3 days in a row. And you're like, how can you be outside 24/7? Well, I call it being outside, because even when we were in the back of our pickup truck asleep under our camper shell, we had one window that was out. So it was like being outside for someone with allergies. Lewis Acre Farm typed that word in there for me. Emma Garumi. Did I say that right? I don't know, but whatever that word is right there, that's it. No burning ears. Um, Lewis Acre Farm had just said that they had watched our interview that you did when you had us on when I was talking about my head injury. Oh my gosh, Christina says, talking about dolls. My parents found my old Cabbage Patch doll. I brought it home and Dana thought it was creepy. Cabbage Patch dolls. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. Everybody's saying hello. Gloria's saying hi to Christina. Let's see. Oh, Steve at Desert Adventure says it's 103 Fahrenheit right now, heading to 108 today. We're 72 right now. The wind is blowing. It's a little more than a breeze. It's more of a constant wind today. We were supposed to have thunderstorms last night, but if it rained, it did not wake me up, and it was not wet outside on my pavement. So I think it went around us. Umi gurumi. Umigurumi. Umigurumi. Oh, amigurumi. 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 Who knew we were going to come and learn how to say new words today? Amigurumi. Amigurumi. Now, can you type the word in again so I can put that phonetic sounding out spelling with the actual spelling? Amigurumi. Amigurumi, 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 amigurumi. I think I got it. I'm not. This is awesome. Thank you. Now I can say it. Amigurumi, amigurumi, amigurumi. Huh. Now, amigurumi, amigurumi, amigurumi. Well, now that you've taught me the phonetic sounding it out, it looks just like that. Amigurumi. I was making it way too hard. Woohoo! Woohoo! I can say amigurumi. Woo! Oh, Patrick says we got light rain last night. I usually know if it's raining because my little dog, Buddy, he always has to go out at 2:00, 2:30, but usually 2:00, and my feet get wet. So that's how I always know if it's been raining at night. If I either hear it or my feet get wet. But now that we have those window unit air conditioners, we have one of those in our bedroom, so we really hear the rain now, where we didn't hear it quite so much, but we hear it hitting on that side of that air conditioner. I'm gonna lay that over there. All right, let's put these together. I have to lay it down because I need both my hands to tie that. All right, and I'm gonna work it in a little bit here. Put my ends in as I go. Makes for a happy Ava. Y'all, I just don't like waiting till the end to work my ends in. One time I was making a one of my, well, it's my owl corner to corner pattern that I wrote. I was doing that and I waited till the end to work in ends and clip the tails. And I sat there for doing that for so long. I was so aggravated by the time I got done. So now I just work them in and cut them as I go. And it makes it much easier, let me tell you, at least for me. Okay, so this row, I'm going to do that, and that. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, so I got to kind of keep track of what I'm doing here. 1, 2, 3. All right. So I've been making hats for a long time, and so I wrote out, here's my pattern. I wrote out on this little notebook. I actually did one and paid attention to what I was doing and made sure I liked the way it was turning out. And then I wrote it down so that, you know, inevitably somebody's going to say, how did you do that? I'll be able to tell them. Because I have to say, I very rarely made a hat the same way twice. And so now I have that if somebody is interested in how to make a hat. Amigurumi. 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 I'm so excited. Amigurumi. Amigurumi. Am I still saying it right or did I change it? Amigurumi. 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 Like I got a roomie. Roommate roomie. Amigurumi. Oh. Steve says summer is going out with a bang. Oh yeah. Steve is telling Christina October is a good time to arrive. Cabbage Patch. Oh, Van Gogh Cheryl says Cabbage Patch dolls are kind of creepy. Yeah, Steve says Christina saved the doll. She might change her mind later, I'll bet. Christina says, yep, they keep leaving earlier and earlier each year. I don't come back till April. And don't come back till April. She's talking about her parents are getting ready to leave for Arizona. Van Girl Cheryl said it was 44 here this morning, up to 57 now. Oh my gosh. To me, sleeping in the back of the truck, that would have felt pretty cold. Christina says, I'm holding on to the door. I'm hanging on to the doll for sure. Amigurumi. Amigurumi. I'm having fun with that. Let's see. Oh, they own a home in Quartzsite. That's right. I forgot. Okay, I'm gonna put this here so I can kind of maybe find where I was when I look up to the chat. Because now we're working on a white row because we're gonna do 2 rows of white. All right, here we go. The 1. I have to count to 3 for this one. 2. Okay, that's the end of that, and I'll cut my tail. 2, 3. Woohoo! Amigurumi. Amigurumi. Now I'm gonna walk in and say amigurumi. And people are gonna go, I know what that is. Instead of looking at me like, huh? Oh my goodness. All right, so 1. Well, the good thing about having all that white yarn pulled out and detangled is it makes the tension nice. I'm not having to pull. If you weren't here in the beginning, I had quite the mess I had to straighten out in this white yarn here. Oops. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Right there. Uno, dos, tres, 3. All right. It's looking like a hat yet. Let's see. Finger Show says, yes, yay, Steve, almost ready to break out the Mr. Betty electric blanket and butane heat this morning. It sounds cold to me. Steve says it's interesting to see the out of state plates on the freeway as the winter visitors arrive. We're northwest of Tucson, about 200 miles south of Quartzsite. I'm cracking Lewis Acre Farm up. I amigurumi. I almost forgot how to say it. Did you see it? Amigurumi. Amigurumi. Oh yeah. Well, that makes me happy. 1, 2, 3. One of my music students is in crochet club that meets after school once a week, and they're learning to crochet. I almost said cross stitch. They're doing single crochet right now, and I told her as soon as you are doing double crochet and um, or I can write this to work with single crochet as well. But I told her, practice when you've got your tension where you can relax and your stitches are consistently the same size. Because that's a hard part in the beginning, right? That I'll teach her how to make hats. She's excited. There we go. All right, close this gap up right here. And here. And join that right there. All right, there's the hat so far. It's kind of like a coaster. All right, so that was this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I count to 5 for this one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ava is cranking it. Is that a captain's cap? I don't know if Doug would wear any of my crocheted hats or not. I don't know. I am when I do get back to my Granny Square pants, I'm making him a pair of Granny Square shorts. He has not really committed to wearing them. But what I said was, if you're not, you got to tell me no, because if I make them, you're wearing them at least once for pictures. And he didn't say no. So, oh my gosh. Um, Lewis County, Lewis County, Lewis County is close to me. Lewis Acre Farm. So if I've been saying that accidentally without even knowing it, sorry. Lewis Acre Farm says hats are fun, but if the tension is off, you might end up with one to fit the Lincoln Monument, right? Absolutely. Um, Doug would make a good cap model. He would. He would. Our son is trying to convince him to let his hair grow out some. So right now his hair is kind of long for him, and his curls are getting all big. Oh, let's see. All right, I'm gonna put this in there because it's easier to find the place. All right, back to counting to 5. 1, 2, Oh, 3, 4. The buddy's up. Now he's down. He just had to reposition. Now I've lost my count. I think that was 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So do y'all make stuff for Christmas? Do you craft anything for Christmas? That was a fly on my lens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm gonna look around for some Christmas type patterns this year. I have not usually crocheted anything Christmassy for Christmas, but this year I'm thinking I might. Okay, 5 more and then I'll come look at the chat. See what y'all are up to. What are y'all up to? 3, 4, and a 5. Oops. Well, it's coming. It's looking. It's getting there. Getting there. All right. Let's see here. Steve says I enjoy wearing knit caps in the winter. Oh, Doug does have one that he wears. I made him one just like these. Only I made it with ear flaps and it ties under his chin because he used to work outside. That darn fly, go away. He used to work outside all day, and so in the winter, that would keep his ears warm. And he wore that for years. He wore that for years. So I forgot about that. Doug Potterfield, rock star. So yeah, Steve, he does wear my crocheted hats. I forgot about that. Yeah, totally forgot about that. Roy and Becky's Travels, hello. Thanks for being here. Lily is working on her blanket. That's going to be so pretty. So pretty. Lily, you need to be making some shorts of that blanket. Everybody's saying hello. Christina says I need to find a hat pattern for Denna that she really wants, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's all kinds of patterns out there. Oh my goodness. So I'm also thinking about making, they call them cozies, where it's the blanket with an animal head. There's some cows that are just adorable and they've got legs on them too. I've been thinking about trying my hand at that. Now I made some octopuses for the baby ICU unit, and I didn't like the fluff between there. So what I did for those octopus heads is I actually took baby socks. I bought baby socks and I put those in there, and I put the stuffing in the sock and actually sewed it closed. And I put that in the octopus heads, and then the tentacles, of course, hung down. And you make those so the babies that have the electrodes and you live all the wires there, that octopus has those tentacles and they hold on to that instead of their wires and stuff. And I made quite a few of those. And so what made me think of that is, would I need to do the same thing for the cow's head? I don't know. I'll have to see what kind of filling everybody's using. And I know you can do really tight stitches that help with that, but that would just be worrisome to me. So I'd probably end up doing the same kind of thing. Even if I just made my own out of fabric, like a liner to put up in there. I don't know. I've not made them before. So that'll be something to investigate for myself. Is Patreon better for YouTubers than Substack or Buy Me a Coffee? I don't know. We have both Patreon memberships and YouTube memberships, and what I tell people, for me, for our channel, it depends on what it is you want to get from your membership. And the main two differences is I have them kind of the same, but the main difference is for my channel is my Patreon members get to see all videos first. So that means they have the option of being the first ones to comment. And then it goes to members only for YouTube membership members. But the other difference too is if one of your goals is to have access to those emojis in the chat, like there's a la, 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 a buddy emoji, there's one of Doug and I, there's one of a fiddle. I can't remember what the other one is. I have four. Oh, heart, a heart. It's a heart. Then those are available for the channel memberships. Now, if it's your channel, here's another big difference. Patreon funds are available anytime. It doesn't matter how much has accumulated. You can transfer that each month. Okay. YouTube memberships follow that same guideline as the advertising and all of that. You have to have a minimum amount of money before you get your paycheck. So those are the main differences for me, but those other things are the differences for you as a member. So I don't really know if that answered that question, because I really don't know how to answer that question. That's my experience. That's my experience. Lewis Acre Farm says, I loved making amigurumi toys. Oh yeah. There's so many patterns out there now for all kinds of things. And I've been looking at them and I'm like, oh my gosh, those are so cool. Those are so cool. Patrick at Have Cheatable View says, I enjoy cats too, Steve. It really keeps my head so comfy during our winter months. Let's see. There's vowels in a van. What are those? Amigurumis. She may have already answered that question. I'll see. If not, I will. Desert Adventures in Arizona. We have a lavender colored crochet blanket that Oki made for my grandma back in the 90s. She used it for years, and we got it back after she passed. It's very special to us. That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay, Lewis Acre Farm is saying you could use fabric and sew a ball that's stuffed, then put that inside the head. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Christina's throwing in those member emojis right there. There they are. Let's see. Oh, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. Autocorrect is bad. I don't like autocorrect either. There's that fly again. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, fly. Stop it. There's Crystal Adventures. Crystal, it was so nice to meet you at the meetup. I had such a great time. Such a great time. You know, and Doug and I are still all relaxed from that trip. So relaxed. So that sent us a big message, which no was not go to more meetups. Although we'd like to, we both work and it's really we just can't. Um, but we're hoping to get to go back to Johnny's Journeys meetup next year because it was so fun. But it's telling us we just need to disconnect more often. Just disconnect. Um, and things will all still be here when we get back, right? All those things to do, all the things we were doing, they're all still here. We're just more relaxed because we had a break. So we need to take a break more often. um, let's see. Krista says, yes, I was happy to meet y'all too. It was a very nice, relaxing meetup. And it didn't thunderstorm. It was supposed to thunderstorm Saturday night. And I was kind of worried because we had one spot that leaks in that camper. So I was like moving everything. I didn't want anything on the floor. Doug's like, quit worrying about it. Just go to sleep. I'm like, no, I don't want this wet. I don't want this wet. This can't get wet. And we had our instruments in there too. So I made him get out after he had already laid down. I made him get out and put my fiddle and the guitar in the front of the truck in the seat up there. And he did it. Bless him. He did it. Oh, thank you, Lewis Acre Farm. I totally forgot about that question after saying I'd answered it if you hadn't. Amigurumi. Amigurumi. I just learned how to say that word thanks to Lewis Acre Farm. Amigurumi is a crocheted stuffed animal. It literally means in the round, much like Ava is doing for the hat, except stitches are dropped and added to form the shapes. Yeah. Yeah. Good explanation. That's better than I could have done. All right, I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to at least finish this row. Okay, so where am I? Oh, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I get to 5, I add a stitch, if you're wondering what's going on. All right, there we go. That's how your circle gets bigger. All right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And right there. Sometimes it's easy to see where to join, and sometimes I have to look at it pretty good. I keep missing the hole. Come on now, get in there. All right, there we go. Lay it down. Okay, that's the top of my hat right there. How's it look? Is it pretty stylish? And now I go back to red. I go back to red. Amigurumi. Amigurumi. I'm not going to forget how to say that. I've worked hard learning how to say that this morning. Amigurumi. Amigurumi. Ain't going to be nobody laughing at me now. I know how to say it. Oh, they're going to be laughing at me anyway. But for other reasons, right? For other reasons. Not that one anymore. Okay, time to switch our color. There we go. And go. And work that in a little bit. Get my ends right here. That fly is back. Would you go away? So we didn't have any flies, and now we have flies again because it warmed back up. We have flies again. I'm ready for the flies to be gone. Be gone, flies. Be gone. There's no food, buddy. He's like got his sniffer going. There's no food. I'm only crochet. All right, he laid back down. And one more working. But I don't want to do it that way. Get out of there. Crochet hook getting tangled up in my yarn. There we go. All right. All right, what's our next row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Add a stitch every 7 stitches. Yeah. They're laughing with you. Amigurumi. Yeah, I got it. It's a little dance. Amigurumi. So every time I say it, I'm going to wiggle because in my head, I'm going, amigurumi. Oh my gosh. Everybody's saying hellos. Oh yeah. Just flipped to 106 degrees Fahrenheit. Record-breaking heat here today. Oh my gosh. Christina says, I'm still here making zucchini muffins. Zucchini muffins sound really good. Floss sent me some zucchini bread. Oh my gosh, that was so good. Oh, it was so good. Roy and Becky say we're at 101 degrees, supposed to be 113 there today. My goodness, y'all. Lewis Acre Farm says they're laughing with you. Amigurumi. Woo, I was so happy. Crystal Adventures says, I love to crochet, but haven't actually made anything other than blankets and doilies yet. That is good. Those are great things to make. Great things. Christina says our high is 92. I don't want that either. Let's see. Summer's not done with us yet, huh, Roy? Lewis Acre Farm says we're supposed to be 90 degrees here in Southwest Idaho today. Woo! I don't know what. Well, we're up to 73 here in Missouri. I'm in Missouri, northeast Missouri. Had to get my directions right in my head. You know, when I had my head injury, I was unaware that I couldn't count money till I went to the store and I tried to pay cash for something and I couldn't count out the money. And after the third time of people just standing there looking at me, getting frustrated, and I'm about to cry because one, it's embarrassing. I'm holding up a line. And two, I had no idea I couldn't count money. I didn't know. And it upset me. The fourth time, I'm like, if somebody helps me with this, the line will move. So somebody helped me. And then I thanked them because I don't think I said it nicely when I said it. Because, I was upset. I was trying not to cry. I was upset. I can now count money again. Thank goodness. But yeah, that was something else. Let's see. Crystal says, that's hot, Roy. Lily says, nice weather here. Not too hot, not too cold. Fall is on the way. And I'm excited about that. Christina says, I'm out of Utah. We are state neighbors. Woohoo! See? Ava, it's my last zucchini out of my garden. I don't think the rest is going to make it. I got to go pick the last of my tomatoes today, I think. Now, y'all, I have not fixed my Nightbot timer yet, so I know it's like member, become a member, become a member. I will fix that. I will fix that. I've been fixing it for 2 weeks, but I will fix it. I will fix it. So don't let that make you not come back. Steve says, loved Utah when I lived back there in 1983 and 84. Roy says, we've been watching the nomads up north in Arizona. Like they're at the starting gate waiting for the starting gun to go off and head this way. I bet. Here they come. Woo! Lewis Acre Farm says, my husband is from Southwest Missouri near Arkansas area. So I'm originally from the Joplin area. So Joplin, Carthage, Webb City, Neosho is where I went to school. I lived out in the country and I was right on the line. So I went to Neosho schools. So I'm familiar with those areas, and we were really close to Arkansas, the Arkansas line. And all my family on my side of the family is all there. I do have a son that lives in Potosi. So we actually just got back from visiting him on the way back from the meetup. We went to his house. He made us hamburgers and a whole pitcher of sweet tea. Mm. Mm. Good. Van Girl Cheryl says, Roy, that sounds like a zombie movie scene. Roy says, my buddy was a news anchor in Joplin. Nice. Well, let's take a look here. All right. Well, y'all, I think I'm going to call it a morning, and I'm going to go drink some more coffee. I've got some work I need to do work-wise, and emails to return and messages to return. And let's see, he was born in Mountain Home, Arkansas, but spent a lot of time around Springfield. So I have family in Springfield, Missouri, too. Yeah, and Doug has a sister in Marshfield, right outside of Springfield. So yeah. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. Well, a morning, not a day. I'm not ready for bed yet. That girl show says, I need some heat. Well, hang on, hang in there. Get that electric blanket out. There you go. Okay, back to retired life. Work, right? I know, right? And then I may work on this hat. I don't know. I've got a class to go to. I've been looking at a 14-day photography class for doing photography with your phone. Learning the settings and things, little things you can do. And, I don't see settings like that, but I know they're there. I was at a gas station one time trying to take a picture of a flyer that pertained to something locally here that I didn't know about at the time. So I'm trying to focus my phone and it won't focus. And he's like, may I? And I'm like, okay. And he just tapped my screen where it wanted it to focus. He tapped it and bling, it focused. And I took the best picture I've ever taken with my phone. I'm like, nobody ever told me that. And he said, well, nobody ever told me either. I paid big bucks for a class and they showed us that. So now at least I know how to do that. Roy says we have plenty of heat to share. Crystal says, I want to crochet a blanket and make it an electric heated one. I wonder if that's possible. I don't know. Roy says the races today. Y'all are going to end up getting dug into those races. Okay. I just looking at my chat. So I'll wind it down. I just want to remind everyone, first of all, I want to thank you for being here. You're amazing and I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate you so much. And I want to remind you that you are awesome. You're wonderfully made. You're here for a reason and you are inspiring those around you, even when you're not aware that you are doing so. If you are struggling right now, and so many of us struggle for so many things, I have had the biggest struggle 3 years ever, and I'm still here. I'm still hanging on. So, what I want to tell you is if you are struggling right now, you're not alone. First of all, you're not alone. You're not alone. And people can be struggling even if they don't look like they're struggling, they can still be struggling. But most of all, just hang on with all you've got and never give up. Never give up. And we love you. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to scroll down to I'm just going to put this tree on there. And then I'll take this tree back off. Isn't that a pretty tree? I take that picture. Okay. So my phone's really touchy. I'm trying to scroll down to my little video here to say goodbye. So thanks again for being here. We love you. We appreciate you. Hang on. Never give up. And I'll see you around in the chats.